Hi, thanks so much for checking out my channel. Today we're talking all about activities, the activities section of the application. So what do colleges really want to see in your activities? And be sure to stick around to the end where I give you a cheat sheet on what matters most in your college application. Hi, my name's Gretchen McCarthy, and I've helped hundreds of students find their way to their dream schools. And I want to do the same for you. You can just call me your virtual college counselor. Today we're talking all about activities, and I mean your extracurricular activities, so those activities that you do outside of the classroom. Because colleges are interested in how you spend your time outside of the classroom. So this can range from so many different types of activities, and that's what we're going to talk about here. But first I want to talk about level of commitment activities. So there's something called low commitment activities. These are the activities that maybe happen once a year. Let's say you volunteer for the same project every year and it happens one day out of the year. It can be school activities that meet once a week for maybe an hour. It can be anything that meets occasionally or once a month, where you just kind of go to a meeting and there you have it. But also in those activities, you could be a leader in something. So let's say it's student government and you happen to have a meeting once a week, but you're also an officer of the student government. So that can show a level of leadership. And so that sort of makes the commitment a little bit higher. And that's a good thing. And then there are those commitments that are called high commitment. Those are the activities that are very meaningful to you, that you spend a lot of time, that you are engaged in, that you are really showing a level of commitment that's more than just meeting once a week. Okay, so this can be something like an after-school job. It can be something like sports, where you have to practice every day after school. It can be even, let's say you have to take care of your brother and sister after school, or you have to take care of an ill family member. It can also be a hobby where you're so interested in something that you can't wait to get there after school and work on it. But what matters most in these high-level commitment activities is, yes, you are interested in them, yes, you are committed to them, but what are you doing with that interest? What are you doing with that commitment? Are you benefiting the world around you? Are you benefiting the community around you, the people around you? Are you benefiting yourself? Are you learning something? Are you changing your perspective of the world? Are you really engaged in this and doing something deeper with it? So don't do something because you think you should. Don't do something because you think it's going to look good on your resume, because colleges can see that. They can see when you're just doing something to do something. They want to see interest. They want to see, what are you doing that you can bring to them? So if you're doing something in high school that's benefiting the world around you, colleges want you to then bring that and better the world around their college campus, around their community. So how are you going to better their community? And let me tell you, if you do something like this, you are going to stand out. And that is going to be a great part of your application. And it's also probably something you can write about in your essay. So getting truly involved in something and really engaged in something that you find meaningful, that's huge. I think the term leadership is overused. It's sort of tossed around a lot. Like, what does it really mean? I mean, you can have a leadership title, but you're not doing anything extra with that title. So I like to think in terms of level of commitment, because if you're truly passionate about something, or you have like deep meaning in something that you're doing, well, then you're going to be benefiting the world around you. You're going to be making a difference. And in essence, that's leadership. So if you just follow your heart and do activities that you love, that you're interested in, and you're taking that interest in doing something with it, that's what colleges want to see. They want to see that. That's a type of leadership, because you are benefiting the community around you, and that you will take when you live on your college campus and benefit the campus. So think in terms of what really has meaning to you, and that's going to give you an extra dimension. In your activity section of the application, usually you have about 10 spots that you can fill in. And don't just fill in 10 spots because you have 10 activities to fill. Fill it with meaningful stuff, okay? And fill it with things that are meaningful to you. But if you have, let's say, 9 low-level committed things, be sure you have at least one high commitment activity. One thing that maybe has streamlined through your whole high school career, or something that really shows that you have spent a significant amount of time on. Let's say it's a hobby. So let's say it's not really like a formal thing like that you're part of, but it's a hobby that you're doing. So let's take cooking, for example. Let's say you really love cooking. So every day after school, you go home, cook, and you fiddle with recipes, and you're making a cookbook. Or you put it on a blog. You're actually like taking your interest and thinking about using it for other people. So that shows a lot of commitment. In the application, in the activity section, they're going to ask you how many hours a week you spend on these activities. So they're going to actually ask you for a detailed number of how many hours you're spending on this commitment. So you want to be sort of thinking about how are you going to describe this activity in your application, because the more specific you can be, the better. Don't just assume colleges know what you're talking about. So you want to be detailed, and then sort of just keep record of sort of the average amount of time that you're spending on this activity. And it's a gray area. You don't have to like put the exact number, but just start being aware of how you're spending your time. Usually I have my students create an activities resume before even starting their applications. So I have them write down like sort of like a brain dump, putting all of their activities that they've ever done outside of the classroom, and then ranking them from what's important to them, like what's most important to what's least important. And usually the ones that are most important are the ones with a higher level of commitment. So it sort of works out that way anyway. So the most high commitment first, all the way down. And then putting the top 10 into your application. And if you don't have 10, that's fine too. It's about quality, not quantity. Always, always think quality, and never do something because you think you should be doing it, because you think you should be doing it for the college process, because colleges can tell when you are just putting it there to put it there. They know when something's meaningful to you and what's not. And also remember, this is a unique experience for you, okay? Don't start comparing this with other people. Oh, they've done more than me. Stop right there, okay? This is your process. This is about you talking about your own unique experiences, okay? It all tells the story. And, if you have to babysit your siblings, or you have to take care of an ill parent, be sure to put that down, because that shows a high level of commitment that you have to do. It shows a lot of responsibility that you have, and it shows us another story to your academics and test scores, and because they're seeing how you're spending your time. And this is for everybody. When you putting down your time commitment for all these activities, it's telling also a story to your other stuff that's in your application. So it's all interwoven, it's all connected, it's all important. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like it if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe to this channel so you never miss an episode. And if you want that free cheat sheet, just download it below. Just follow the link and it will take you there. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Take care.